When you're trading, how do you tell the difference between just a random guess and a real high probability opportunity? Well, the secret isn't about finding one single perfect signal. It's about finding several different signals that are all pointing to the exact same thing. In this explainer, we're going to break down a strategy for finding those powerful moments of alignment. Let's get right into it.
That is a fantastic question. I mean, at first glance, a price chart can just look like total chaos, right? But what you're actually seeing is the result of human decisions, of fear, greed, and careful calculation. And because human behavior has patterns, well, so do the markets. The real key is learning how to spot the clues that tell you when the tide might just be about to turn. So here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll talk about the market's basic rhythm. Then we'll dive into three key pillars of analysis: price, momentum, and something called UFOs, which stands for Unfilled Orders. After that, we'll see how to put all those pieces together into a single powerful strategy, and maybe most importantly, how to build a solid trading plan around it. Okay, first things first, we have to understand a core truth about markets. They almost never, ever move in a straight line. They breathe, they expand with strong momentum, and then they contract as that energy just gets exhausted. And it's this constant ebb and flow that creates the trading opportunities we're looking for. At its very heart, every single price move is a battle for control. When the buyers are in command, prices go up. When sellers take over, prices drop. Our job is to try and identify those potential turning points in the battle, right where one side might be losing steam and the other is getting ready to step in. So how do we find these potential turning points? Well, we start with the market's architecture. And that brings us to our very first pillar: understanding price structure. The easiest way to think about a support level is like a floor. It's a price area where, in the past, buyers have jumped in with enough force to stop a price from falling. So when the price comes back down to one of these historical floors, traders are watching super closely to see if those buyers are going to show up and defend that level.
Are you ready to level up your trading skills? Visit and follow our TradingView Ideas page. You'll get actionable insights and training materials for free. Scan the QR code or use the link on the screen to keep in sync with the markets.
One more time. All right, let's move on to our second pillar and see how this builds on that idea of structure. A support level tells us where a turn could happen, but momentum helps tell us if the current move is running out of gas. An oversold condition is kind of like a rubber band that's been stretched too far. The price has just fallen so far, so fast, that the selling pressure might be getting completely exhausted. Now, it doesn't guarantee a snapback, but it's a huge warning sign that the current downward trend just isn't sustainable. So how do we actually measure this? Well, we use tools called technical indicators, and a classic one is the Commodity Channel Index, or CCI. You can think of it like a market thermometer. It's not measuring temperature, obviously, it's measuring momentum. When that CCI reading drops to an extreme low, it's basically signaling that the market is cold or oversold, and the selling has probably gone way too far. And now for our third and final pillar. This one gives us a really unique look under the hood of the market. This goes beyond price charts and momentum and gets into the world of order flow. I want you to imagine a price moves so incredibly fast that a huge institution can't get all of its buy orders filled. Well, those leftover unfilled orders, or UFOs, they don't just disappear. They represent a pocket of demand that's still waiting at that price level. These zones act like footprints, showing us exactly where the big players wanted to buy before and where they're likely to defend if price ever comes back. Okay, so now we've got our three pillars: a structural floor from price, a signal of exhaustion from momentum, and a footprint of institutional interest from order flow. Now, on their own, each one is just an interesting observation. But when they all align at the same place, at the same time, that's when a good idea becomes a powerful strategy. And that alignment, it's called confluence. Think about it this way. Seeing just one of these signals, let's say an oversold indicator reading all by itself, is just a hint. It's a reason to pay attention for sure, but it's not enough to build a really high confidence strategy around. And this is the absolute key. When a structural support level, an oversold momentum reading, and a zone of unfilled orders all converge, we go from having a hint to having a robust strategy. We have evidence from three totally independent ways of looking at the market: price, momentum, and order flow, all pointing to the very same conclusion. That's what a high probability setup looks like. Let's see this in action with a real case study here in the EuroFX futures market. Look at the price action on the right side of the chart. After that strong peak, there's been a really sharp drop. Now prices coming down to a key historical support level from earlier, right around 1.14240. That's our first pillar. We've got a structural floor in place. Okay, now let's add our second layer. At the exact same time price is hitting that support floor, look down at the CCI indicator in the panel below. You see that? It has plunged deep into oversold territory. This is our second confirmation. The downward momentum is stretched to a statistical extreme, which suggests the sellers are just running out of steam.
Are you ready to level up your trading skills? Visit and follow our TradingView Ideas page. You'll get actionable insights and training materials for free. Scan the QR code or use the link on the screen to keep in sync with the markets.
And here's the final piece, the kicker. That green oval highlights a zone of unfilled orders, a UFO support zone, and it lines up perfectly with our classical support level. So now we have the trifecta: structural support, oversold momentum, and institutional order flow all converging in one precise area. This is the power of Confluence. All right, but listen, identifying a great setup like that is only half the battle. Without a crystal clear plan for how to trade it, and even more importantly, how to manage your risk, even the best analysis in the world can fall apart. A professional approach breaks it down into 3 simple steps. First, we identify our potential entry zone, which is right around that confluence of support. Second, we look up on the chart to find a logical target, maybe something like that cluster of UFO resistance levels way up around 1.18200. And third, we define our risk by placing a protective stop just below the support level. And this framework is so powerful because it lets us clearly see our potential reward versus our potential risk before we ever put a single dollar on the line. The potential reward is simply the distance to our target, and the potential risk is the distance to our stop. You know, professional traders absolutely live by the reward-to-risk ratio. A common guideline is to only take trades where your potential reward is at least 3 times your potential risk, a 3-to-1 ratio. And why is that so important? Because it means you can be wrong more often than you are right and still be profitable. One winning trade can completely erase the losses of 3 losing ones. That is how you build a sustainable edge. So let's just quickly recap the key principles here. You want to enter near a well-defined support zone. You identify a logical target. You place a protective stop to define your maximum risk from the very beginning. And finally, you use position sizing, meaning you adjust how much you invest to make sure that no single trade can ever cause serious damage to your account. That's really the essence of disciplined risk management. And that really brings us to a crucial piece of wisdom. The goal is not to be a perfect fortune teller. The goal is to be an excellent risk manager. By focusing on trades where you can clearly define your risk right from the outset, you put yourself in a position of control, no matter what the market's unpredictable nature throws at you. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. Try shifting your main question from what's going to happen next to where can I find an opportunity that is structurally stacked in my favor? That simple little change in perspective can fundamentally transform your entire approach to the markets. It moves you away from a mindset of prediction and toward one of professional preparation and execution.
If our videos help you stay sharp episode after episode, hit pause, like, subscribe, and keep learning. Your support means a lot to us.